There's a trade setting up in shares of Target. The ticker symbol is TGT. The company reported earnings earlier this week. And I want to give you some perspective. First of all, this is the long-term weekly chart. Each one of these bars is 1 week's worth of price action. And you can kind of see how we've now fallen out of this wedging price action. And I think that's really where the opportunity is setting up. Lots of traders and investors tend to look at the market in terms of purely directional trades. And I think what's actually setting up here is a higher probability of a trade where we don't really have to make as much of a directional bet. So let's have a look at this a bit more closely. I'm now zooming into the daily chart to give you an idea of what this looks like. Again, it's the same idea. We've broken out of this wedge. We have seen the stock, you can see, down 21.5% in Wednesday's price action. And so this is typically not the type of situation where one immediately sees a stock go right back up. Typically, the stock is now going to be into some sort of a consolidation phase, which would be some sort of a combination of maybe sideways, maybe a little bit higher, right? Just a small relief bounce. And of course, it can also continue to the downside. So to me, this sets up as what's called an options bear call spread. It's something that we do a lot of these kinds of credit spreads where we don't have to be directionally as correct. So essentially, what I'm looking to do is making a bet that the stock doesn't immediately ricochet right back up, but more that it's going to be in a consolidation phase, let's say for the next 2 weeks or so. Is typically what we're seeing. And again, you can see the price action very decisive. The stock breaks down, breaks below its August lows, and even starts working now into a gap, the up gap from November. So this is almost exactly 1 year ago. I'll quickly draw this one in here for you so you can see this as well. So the stock gapped up higher, so it's now right at the top of that gap. And so I think there's a propensity here for the stock to maybe start filling into this gap, or again, at least just consolidate here a little while. Hope it helps, and we'll see you again in the next video.